All right, Brown Balls. We are back in the house. How you doing, brother?
Good man. It's All-Star break for MLB, dude. Dodgers number
Yes.
one, baby. Let's go.
Hell yeah. Dodgers keeping pace. Hopefully, we stay healthy as we are, and we get through the year. But
Exactly.
we have a lot of NBA news to go through.
Hell
A
yeah, man.
couple of NFL updates for you guys, and the World Cup, of course. We got to talk about the updates from this past weekend. What do you want to start? You want to start with NFL first? Or you want to go through NBA
Let's do World Cup.
World Cup? All right.
Let's do World Cup.
So, World Cup wise, it was a very eventful this weekend. Norway lost to England. So, England and Argentina had to do another heroic win, come from behind, crazy win to get to the semifinals. So, it'll be England versus Argentina and Spain versus France.
No,
What are you thinking now? Who are you looking at now?
I think Spain beats France, man.
You think so? France is still the best team, man.
I know. You know what's crazy, man? So this is the top four teams that were supposed to be there, and they're there. It's
Yeah.
insane. It doesn't matter who they played and who they played against. There's no upset with this top four teams, and so, but France and Spain, man, I don't know. I just feel that Spain's been playing well. They have better. I think they have better team roster wise than France do. I think France kind of depends more on their main player. I think and so I have a feeling Spain will take this, man. I don't know. It's just we'll take this game, not this World
Yeah,
Cup.
not the whole thing.
No, 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 no. For me, that's what I feel. How about you? What do you think about that matchup, man?
I think for me, I do think France is a better team. They have a better overall team. Mbappe is obviously a killer. He's a monster. 7 goals already this World Cup. But in Spain, I think they've had impressive wins. I think in Portugal was an impressive win. Belgium was a gutsy win for them. And France was pretty dominant against Morocco. So for me, I think France is still the team to beat, in my opinion. So I'm expecting France to go ahead. How about between England and Argentina?
Dude, I feel the way the rounds going, the game's going. I still go back to what Phil Jackson says, right? It's not the best player you need luck on your side too. And I just feel like they've been getting lucky in every single game somehow, some way. They avoided going penalty kicks, they scored, they what is it? I think they went to double extra time, and so they came through again. They didn't have to go to penalty, man, which is insane, And I was like, I thought at one point they would, Switzerland, they played well enough. I thought they're in it, man. To be honest, they're hoping to go to penalty kicks because that would have like literally swayed to the Switzerland side.
Yeah.
So it was cool, man. But damn, man, Argentina and England. I don't know what's up with England, man, but those guys look so big, dude. Giants. I don't know what the like. They all look like Cristiano, like big, tall dude, man. Like so, England, they beat Norway, right?
Yeah.
That was a close one too. So, but sheesh, man. I think the way everything is going, how Argentina is winning, man. I feel like the luck is on their side, and especially this is most likely Messi's like last maybe World Cup, man.
Right.
I think the soccer gods are swaying on his side to win this cup, and he's gonna win that. What do you call that? Golden boot they have or something?
Yeah, Golden boot. Yeah.
He's gonna win that, man. He scored so many goals in this cup, dude. It's unbelievable. So, but yeah, man, I feel Argentina actually will take the whole thing. That's how I feel, or they face, So
Yeah, see, I'm with you in terms of the luck part with Argentina because they've had very, very close game. They should have lost again. Like I think we talked about last week. They should have lost to Cape Verde. I think was a team before that. They should have lost to Egypt. If they had called that review, that probably would have been overturned. That goal would have stayed with Egypt. So I think they're getting by, and I think for me personally, I feel like the luck might run out this round because England is a very solid team. They don't make mistakes. They're a very good overall team. I'm kind of sad because I really wanted Holland to get all the way in. I don't know if you saw, but he had a wide open goal that his teammate did not pass.
Dude, what? Why though? I saw that, dude. That was gonna be a
Yeah.
goal. That was gonna be a goal, like straight up.
It was guaranteed a goal, man. It was guaranteed a goal.
Why though? Why you don't
And
pass
his
it there?
teammate decided to, I don't know, whatever it was. Maybe he just wanted all the spotlight on himself or something, and that would have tied the game at least 1-1, or yeah, it would have been 2-1 actually.
2-2.
Yeah, 2-2. Yeah, and then But yeah, that was a gutsy win for England no matter what. So for me personally, I feel like England is gonna win this game. Be England
Um,
France.
sheesh. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Argentina and Messi. I want Messi to win it so he can solidify his GOAT status, right? Because I think that's what he needs. He needs the two World Cup wins and two golden. That'll kind of solidify it.
Yeah, man. It's crazy, dude. You know, the one thing I learned about watching soccer this time about this big time players, like I'm talking about like Neymar, Messi, Cristiano,
Mm,
Holland, all them, that the one thing that Messi puts himself bigger and better than all of them is that he enjoys the assists more.
oh yeah, yeah,
He doesn't need to kick that ball. He
yeah.
doesn't have to. He because what I can tell you is this past game, it was his first game that he didn't score a goal. I think
Mm,
Messi did not score. I don't think he did, and there was opportunity for him to score,
yeah.
but
He
he
said
had
his teammates that though.
yeah, and his
Yeah,
teammates are the ones who scored, and you can just see the celebration he had with them too. He just wants to win, right? And so
yeah,
he didn't force it, right? And that's what I like about him. And a lot of good players like Mbappe, or if I don't know saying his name right, but like he forces it a lot. Same thing with Neymar. They just want the spotlight, right?
yeah,
Cristiano, even though he's so good too, like
yeah.
they just do that.
I don't know if you saw, and you make a good point. 'Cause I don't know if you saw, like it was one of the earlier matches where Ronaldo has scored, I think, two goals that game. That was his first game where he actually scored a goal because he's getting a lot of flack for not scoring goals in the World Cup, and he had scored a goal and he had assisted his teammate where like he had thrown the ball like a volley and then his teammate had headbutted it in, right? But if you look at the replay, and they gave the goal to his teammate, right? If you look at the replay, it looks like his teammate didn't actually hit the ball in; it just kind of went in. And Ronaldo was arguing with the ref to overturn it and say, "Give me the goal." Like, and that's the difference, right? Like, one person wants to be the number one, wants the goal, and Messi's like, "Yo, we just gotta win. I will be the assist guy." He's like Steve Nash out there some games, and he's totally okay with that. That is for me the difference between Ronaldo and Messi. Ronaldo is chasing the stats, chasing the number of goals, whereas Messi is like, I just want to win, man. Like it's my last year, we got to go out there and win. So I think that for me has already like distanced himself from Ronaldo. Now it's about being the ultimate goal and getting the two.
Which is true though. That's it shows when you're a star that it's all about your teammates too, right?
Yeah,
Because like attention's gonna be on you, right? And so you
of
setting them
course.
up for the goal, it's
Yeah,
like it's goals are hard to come by. And honestly, and I think an assist is just a comparable to a goal, to be honest. If you
yeah,
can give like you said, they missed it, in the other game, right? With Holland, like he was open. Like
yeah,
even me as like a non-soccer fan was like, what? Like
yeah.
because like
I know.
it's for a second you got to give him the ball. Like he was gonna kick it in, like
Yeah.
straight up, man. Like I mean, damn.
I know, and in the whole game they weren't passing the ball, and like my wife is a big Holland fan, right? Which I think most of the people on the internet are now too. But like she was screaming at the TV, like, "Give him the ball! Why are you not giving the ball? Oh my God, he's wide open! What is wrong with this guy?" Like I was like, she looked at me like as if I'm like, I have no idea why he didn't throw the ball. Like that was the easiest goal Holland could have ever had in the World Cup,
It,
and
it reminded me more of that episode of Fresh Prince of Bel Air, the very beginning of it when Carlton was playing for the basketball team, the varsity team, and then
Mhm.
Will signs up and walk on, and he's like a star athlete, and
Mhm.
like and they all come to watch him because like the team's doing good because of Will, right? And even the parents come. They never came to watch one game for Carlton, but then when Will put them on the map, like they come to go watch it, and and
Right.
then that last shot, when Will had the ball, Carlton goes and tries to snatch it and throw the like buzzer beater. Yeah, I don't remember that episode. It reminded me of that. I feel like the Norway players are jealous. That's the way
Yeah.
it looked like,
Yeah.
because all the accolades that he's getting, especially in the last 2 weeks, like people like just talking about him so much, and like so I
But
just feel
like
like there's jealousy there.
rightfully so, though. Like I was telling my wife, I'm like, before this World Cup, not Belgium, sorry, Norway had scored a total of 7 goals their entire World Cup history. And just in this World Cup, Holland has scored 7 goals by himself.
That's crazy.
So like he obviously he should get all the spotlight, you know, and he's like a humble guy. He wasn't bitching, complaining on the field, but if you imagine that happened to Ronaldo, he would have
Dude.
flip his shit
And I
about
saw
it.
and I saw his reaction, man. He seemed disappointed that he didn't get it, but
Yeah,
he didn't make a scene out of it. He
right,
moved
right. He
on.
just like kind of like what, and it just like kept going, you know, like it's all right, we'll get it again.
Exactly.
But
So, which I liked about it.
yeah,
But
well, again, now we pretty much have, like you said, the top four team that everyone kind of expected to get there are there now. So it's just going to be more intense. I think you have Spain versus Argentina, right? And I have France versus England. We have the
how cool would
opposites
it be,
pretty
man?
much.
Spain and Argentina, dude, or honestly, or even like Argentina and France, dude.
That would be great. That would be great.
Mbappe and Messi. Oh my
Messi, that would
gosh.
be awesome.
Ah man, but nevertheless, it's gonna be good, entertaining. But the one thing I'm very disappointed in World Cup this year. Usually, what I look forward to as a casuals World Cup fan that I come every 4 years,
Yeah,
there hasn't been that much penalty kicks, man. Like
yeah,
when I say penalty kicks, mean like after they're done with extra time, like overtime, whatever, and they go
right, right,
5 on 5. That's what I
yeah,
look forward to. To be honest with you, that's my favorite moment because like, dude, that's just so like that
yeah,
one kick has everything, the whole country behind it, man. So
right.
there hasn't been too much of it, and I miss it, man. I need that,
Yeah. Well,
Hopefully,
again, maybe because now the teams are much more stacked and loaded. Maybe we might see that now because
yeah.
before some of the teams, like Belgium is good, but they're not great. So, and Switzerland, same thing. So maybe we might see with this time, this Final Four.
Yeah, man.
All right, let's move into some basketball.
Let's do it.
We have quite a few updates in terms of Lakers and their moves. They just signed today. They signed who was it?
Williams,
Zaire Williams for 1 year, $3 million contract. I think it's a pretty good deal
which is
overall.
great. It's a discount, man. He's a
Yeah,
former lottery pick. I think he played with the Ball brothers in Chino. I think if I'm not wrong.
yeah.
Oh no, sorry, not Ball, but I'm mistaken. He played with Bronny. He played with
Oh yeah,
Bronny.
Bronny. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, in there,
Yes.
And but again, man, he was a lottery pick, a discount, a vet minimum. He's like a guy you could take a flyer on. He's a really good 3 and D. They're saying he's a good defensive player. He's gonna be a backup, obviously. I don't know how
Yeah,
much playing time he'll get, but he will get some. But again, young, athletic. That's what we got. We got to get more athletic and young, and we're getting that right, and that's what we need.
yeah. And he's a willing defender too, which is good, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think they're talking about Kaminga, but now they're saying it might have to be a sign and trade because there's no way they can pay him
It
up front,
was
right?
it was always going to be a sign and trade because the Lakers used up all their cap space on other players,
Yeah,
and Kaminga wanted more than 10 million a year. He wants
10
more
million.
closer
Yeah.
to 20, right? Which it has to be a sign and trade, and I think Lakers don't mind doing sign and trade for him as long as Atlanta's trying to do it. I mean, look, if we have to get rid of Vanderbilt and like Connect to get Kaminga, I'll do that in a heartbeat. Because Vando wasn't playing, Connect wasn't playing. If we get those two contracts out of the books
Yeah.
and go get Kaminga, dude, honestly, having Kaminga like at your power forward or even three, dude, that's perfect for Luca, man. I mean, that's what you're getting a lob threat, and he had the second most lob threat, lob attempts, in the NBA. So that's what you're putting again with Luca, man. I would love that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be a great move. Yeah, like you said, I think Connect has a potential, but I think Reddick already screwed him up, so he's probably better off going somewhere else. And yeah, Vanderbilt was either healthy or not healthy, and when he wasn't really like. I think what people like you were saying, oh, he's a 3 and D guy, he's a shooter. He didn't do any of that stuff for us last year,
He's a good
so I
hustler
think
and defensive player, but he's not a shooter. His offense sucks, right? And
yeah,
for
but
you,
he stayed by a 3 point line, and that's the thing. Like if he's trying to be a 3 and D player, but he's not a good shooter, like you said.
he sucks.
So makes sense for us to try to get Kaminga. But in I mean, yeah, summer league, our rookie is lighting it up, dude. Cam Carr.
And
I
Thero,
mean,
dude.
so many people are already saying that they regret passing him on. The Knicks, I think, initially had drafted him, and then they traded him to Lakers. And yeah, he looks
Told you,
he looks
man.
really good.
I told you when they drafted him. I'm like, this guy, Cameron Carr, man. People are raving about like this
Yeah.
guy is an athlete, dude.
I saw some of his highlights. I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, it looks like he is out of everyone that we have in the summer league in the Laker roster, at least he's the most NBA ready, in my opinion. He
Oh yeah.
has like the mental capacity to
No,
play in the
he's
NBA.
gonna get playing time. He's gonna get playing time.
Yeah, I hope so because
He's gonna
I think he's
he's
legit.
gonna be he's gonna be our backup, small forward for sure. Guarantee on that, man. He'll get playing time. They'll find a way to put him in.
All right, and then the last Laker lose, and I mean, I guess former Laker, LeBron, and his friend Rich Paul. Rich Paul, I guess, had some comments in the nightcap. I didn't really see this one. Then anytime I see Rich Paul, I'm not interested because I know he just spins stuff and he just says all these random stuff. And he had that whole like whiteboard where he put all of LeBron's destinations. So like so dramatic, I just can't stand it. So
I,
what happened? What did he say?
like, it's not about Nightcap or his podcast he has. The comments he's been making on other podcasts, and I feel like he's trying to make a headlines out of nothing for LeBron, right? He's trying to make LeBron like, I don't know, that is something, right? Which is nothing,
Yeah,
right?
like the most
So
coveted free agent available, whatever,
so
right?
last week he came out and said that I have teams sending me voice memo for recruitments. Because LeBron is hard to get contact with or even interview with, right? Not interview, sorry,
Mm.
a meeting with, right? So now the teams are sending voice memos to Rich Paul to give it to LeBron for like recruitment. Come on, man. Seriously, dude. That how desperate you're getting that you gotta say that? Like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
we're getting voice memos. Like, I like what Byron Scott said, right? He has his own podcast too. I forgot his name, the name of the podcast, but he kept it real. He's like, look, 10 years ago, there's teams lining up for him. Right now, I don't think anyone's lining up for him.
yeah,
And they're trying to make something out of nothing, right? I guess now today a report came out that he's down to two teams, right? It's either going to be Golden State or Cleveland. Apparently, Draymond did something to him when they had a meeting, and they gave him a really amazing, recruitment pitch, and so like he's very tempted to go to Golden State. And I'm just like, okay, do you do that, man? I mean, I don't know. I
yeah,
think Rich Paul's trying too hard. Like you said, he had that whiteboard with all the teams on it, and then I think, like I said, he's trying to make something out of nothing and make him
right.
make LeBron feel that he's that covered free agent.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, man, he's more liability. I mean, look, if LeBron takes any deal lower than 15 million, I think this is my opinion. I think his legacy gets tarnished because
Mm.
in a way where he was already playing for such a like a historic franchise that has won second most championship behind Boston,
Right.
and you basically say no to them because you thought it was an insult because they told you to take a discount, and the discount quite frankly wasn't bad if you're gonna take less than 50 million because Lakers probably would have offered him 20, and you literally left. I feel, and the remaining teams are out there, which he's seriously looking into, which is Philly, Boston, and Minnesota and Golden State. I do feel that Luka is a better player than any player they have in those teams. Luka is the top three player, and so you literally said no, not say no to. You literally said I don't want to play with the guy who's a top three player, but I want to go play with somebody else.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you're taking a discount, which you're going to take like sign a $10 million. Rich Paul said it. He's like, it's not about money. It's about happiness. I mean, dude, nothing gets better than playing in LA where your family lives. Nothing gets better than the weather in LA because that's
Yeah.
happiness. And your daughter is still in grade school. So I don't get it, man. I think he's gonna. I think he's going in a way where he's gonna tarnish his legacy. He wants to be known as like, look, right now, LeBron, all square and down. He goes Michael, Kobe, and then people are saying LeBron, right? Top three.
Mm.
I think if he takes like this type of deal and goes somewhere, I guess ring hunting, it's gonna tarnish his
The
legacy.
funny thing is, Rich Paul said that he's not chasing rings.
So why the hell? Why the leave Lakers? Then?
Exactly.
Why the
Why leave
Lakers?
Lakers then? Yeah.
Because he thinks
What is
Lakers.
he chasing then?
He said Lakers are going a different direction of trying to get there, and they're not there, right? And so, what is LeBron doing then, man? So
Yeah, exactly. No, and that's my exact point. Then if he's not chasing rings, then what is he going there for? I don't get it. You know? Yeah, I remember Wendy said the same thing too. Like when Rich Paul had the whole blackboard, the whiteboard thing. He's like, look, that's all fine, but there's actually only two or three teams that are really actually pursuing him and really actually interested. Like the market for LeBron isn't out there. I think what Rich Paul is trying to sell versus what's the reality. Like the only team that really is interested in trying to get him is Cleveland, Golden State, and the Heat at the time. The Heat were interested too, and it's like that's about it. There's no one else out there that's really trying. Philly is cute, but they're not going to be able to afford that guy. So it's just like I don't know where he lands. If he lands with Golden State, that's the worst place to go for him. because they're not winning anything. You're just gonna go there to do what? Throw assists to Steph Curry and maybe get a handful of wins, or you go to Cleveland, you're still not gonna be better than Philly, in my opinion, Celtics or the Knicks. Yeah, I don't think LeBron in Cleveland makes them a top 2 team. Personally, I still think Knicks are better. I think Boston may still have something around them, and then Philly obviously are way better with Jalen Brown. So I just don't know where he goes. The only team that makes sense for me for him to go to is possibly Miami.
Because they need players.
Yeah,
But again, man, he brings such a negative energy because he brings so much attention for no damn reason, to be honest.
yeah.
So I don't know, man.
And especially if you want to be a team player, and this is my thing with Aaron Rodgers too, was like if you know where you want to go and you want the team to build a championship level team, like if he would have signed with the Cavs right after saying no to the Lakers, they would have been able to build a team around him. Now he's essentially holding 3 or 4 franchises hostage, really, until he decides, and then they'll be like, "Oh, LeBron, if and like Pat Riley could be like, LeBron, if I knew you were going to come to me, then I could have gotten more shooters around us. I could have gotten Dalton Connect. I could have gotten all these players." But now he's just been like, pretty much last month, all right, guys, I pick this team to go to, and let's figure it out. It's like, dude, that's not how you win a
He's like
championship if you
holding
really
on to
want to
a
win one.
hope where no one cares for right now. He wants
Yeah.
decision thing. So I'm just like everything he's saying, he's doing opposite of, and like doesn't make any sense as a Laker fan, a guy who was on the Lakers, and so I'm just like, what are you doing, man? Just
Okay. I'm glad because me as a non LeBron, I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm a LeBron hater, but as a guy who never wanted LeBron in my team, now you're finally seeing the BS that we all saw before he came to the Lakers. That's why I never considered him to go, no matter how many rings he wins.
yeah,
Because like this is the kind of stuff people get frustrated with. Don't get me wrong, he's an amazing player, but it's the outside the, the basketball hoop that really frustrates people.
yeah, exactly, man. And so I'm just like,
And if he goes to like, let's just say Golden State, it's gonna be a circus. They're gonna have a whole documentary the whole year. It's my last year. Let's make a whole thing. Steph Curry, you and I can ride on to the sunset together. We're gonna retire both at the same time, whatever. Who knows?
he's gonna make that team is gonna go to shithole, dude.
Yeah, it is. So I call them the Olden State Warriors. That's what they're
Golden
gonna
State,
call
yeah.
them.
Even if it was the Cavs, they're gonna ruin that chemistry too because like he's gonna bring so much. It's so much with LeBron. It's so much me, me, me. Even though
Yeah,
he says he's a team player, which I agree, he does. He loves giving assists, but like right now, he's brings so much attention about him. It has to be him, And then
yeah. Let's talk about Wemby and his ginormous contract, which I think actually is pretty team friendly.
I don't, man.
Well,
See, I don't get that, dude. These people are saying that like, okay, so he's okay. This is my shit with right. All right, he could have signed a 5-year, $300+ million contract, right? But he ended up signing a 5-year, 250, right? So he saved the team 50 million. If you divide that 50 million into 5 years, that's 10 million a year. That 10 million in NBA terms is basically nothing, right? Because the thing is this, that 10 million is not going to get you shit. Because the thing is this, Wemby, is going to be making however much. De'Aaron's already making what 50 million or 40 million or whatever he's making. Castle, he's going to be due for an extension. He's not gonna take that big of a discount either. He's gonna like still make like 35 million. That's going rate for a good player. Castle, Vassal's already in his extension, right? So like you're still gonna be like in the first apron type of hole, man. Like if each player is making about 40 million, and you have 4 players you're paying, you're up there.
well,
And so
they're probably going to move on from one of them, anyways. I think it's the same thing that OKC ran into, same thing that Celtics ran into. Really, they had to break a team apart. The only reason why I say it's a team friendly is because you said it's 5-year, 250, right?
yeah,
It's about 50, on average, $50 million a year. Which, when you compare it to like that, we just had it. What's his name? The guy from Cleveland, Spider.
Mitchell, Donovan
Yeah,
Mitchell.
Mitchell. 70 years. Who's better, Wemby or Mitchell?
We knew Mitchell was taking the bags, right?
Yeah, no, I'm saying this is kind of like the Patrick Mahomes thing that right when he first signed his contract, it was $500 million. People were like, oh my god, you're gonna give Patrick Mahomes $500. But it's like it actually turned into a team friendly one because over time that what he was making was significantly less than what the actual good quarterbacks we're making. So in my opinion, that's the only reason why I say it's team friendly, quote unquote, is because you look at players like Steph Curry making $62 million. Jokic is making 60.
Like
Freaking Jason Tatum's making 58. Like,
he's trying to make it seem like he's like a Jalen Brunson who took $100 million less.
yeah, well, I mean, it's not Jalen Brunson level. No, don't get me wrong, it's
I'm
not
like,
that.
dude, come on, dude. You're
It's
not
not.
like
It's
that
not
big
that.
of. I get it. Like you save 50 million, but I'm just like today, Austin Reeves saved 5 million. Like, dude, you're not really gonna help out that much. Because Austin Reeves agreed to 185, and today he signed for 180, right? And
Right,
there's a
right,
big deal about him saving 5 million. I'm like, dude, that 5 million is not really a backbreak.
right, right. Yeah. No, I get that. I get that.
Like, dude, if Reeves really wanted to take a fucking team friendly deal, he should have taken a fucking 30 million or 35 million, not a $40 million big contract, from the Lakers or
Yeah.
45, whatever he took. So, but no, I
It's
get
it's
it.
it's
I get it.
yeah.
Wemby still took 50 million less, but I'm just thinking like if I'm Wemby, okay. Put it this way, Tapas. This is a time Wemby should have taken the max because he's gonna be due for an extension in 2 years, and that's when Spurs need help.
Right.
2 years. Because that's what everyone's gonna be due for their contract, right? Like you talk about Castle and like Vassell and whoever. Oh no, sorry, Dylan Harper. I forgot about Dylan Harper.
Dylan Harper, yeah.
And like he's gonna come at 40 million.
Yeah.
So
Which
what
by then I think that's why I think they'll probably move away from Castle or
okay, I get
Vessel.
it. Okay, I get it. You move away from Castle. I mean, sorry, I mean not Castle. They probably do move away from Fox and Vessel, right? But
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
but what I'm trying to say, that team is still not a championship team then, because like you lost two good in like players, like, and so I'm just like, dude, Wemby is gonna be
Yeah.
due for an extension in a couple of years. That's when you want to take. That's what Jalen Brunson did. Jalen Brunson got that big deal when he left the Mavs to go to New York. He got that big money bag, right? And then he was due for an extension, right? And then that's when he took $100 million pay cut because he's like, okay, I got
Right.
my bag, and I'm due for an extension. I'll take less right now. And in this extension that I'm gonna take less, let's try to win a championship, which they accomplished, and they did. So what Wemby should have done is taken the bag of 300 million in 3 years. He's gonna be due for an extension, and
And
then
take
that's when
less.
he should have been like, I'll take $80 million less. Go get someone, like that.
Do you think it's just maybe he doesn't feel like he might be healthy enough to play that long? Like he can wait around for the next 3 years?
Then you should take it the back.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it did. I know what you're saying. It makes sense, but not everyone's gonna do what Jalen Brunson did. That's like the Tim Duncan thing, where like it's a once in a lifetime kind of player who will do that. Not every player is gonna be able to do that. And again, who knows what they look like? Who knows what OKC? Because OKC is also gonna be due for a bunch of extensions. In 2 3 years, I think as well. I mean, they may not keep Chet around. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if you saw the OKC guy that they drafted, and in summer league, he looks pretty bad. You see
He's
that
dude.
guy?
Two
He
people. Two
looks
people look.
terrible. Like
Yeah,
it's like his first time holding a basketball.
he can't even shoot. Can't do anything.
Yeah, I was watching him play. I'm like, what? This guy's supposed to be the next Chet Holmgren? I'm
Hey,
like,
so
not
you know
even.
what's funny though, dude? Like, so one of my buddy, right? He was telling me that they drafted him to play defense, right? And I'm like, you can't do that. You can't be one dimensional player. You gotta score. You know,
Yeah,
you can't
especially in
just
this league.
you can't just be a defensive player because then you shouldn't be a 12th pick. And like he's like, he's just summer league. And I'm like, if you can't play summer league, if you can't score in summer league, you're not scoring in the
Yeah,
NBA, man, my man.
exactly.
Summer leagues
Yeah,
are people who are walk-ons, G leaguers, and trying to make the NBA. So it should
yeah,
be easy doopy to go making the shots, though. So yeah, dude.
yeah. No, and you're right because like Cam Carr, as well as he's playing, when he's actually playing NBA against real players, then like he'll probably average 5 points a game. That's the reality. Right now he's averaging almost 19 points, 20 points a game.
Exactly.
That's not
Exactly.
happening against. But this guy looks like he's struggling against the G leaguers, which just
Yeah,
it's just sad because hell, Rudy Gobert is gonna be like freaking Shaq on his ass.
dude. Did you see the Clippers pick? He struggled in the first game. Clipper got so much backlash, and then the second game he kind of showed up little, and then he scored
Yeah,
like 20,
no,
30
it
points.
looked bad. It looked so rough. All right, let's get into a couple of drama in NBA. First and foremost, the Kawhi trade is on hold. So from what I saw in the reporting was Toronto was given a heads up that something may or may not come down, but if you trade for Kawhi, whatever happens to him, it will be on the Toronto Raptors. So whether it's cutting his salary out or a massive game suspension, whatever, that will be on Toronto. And they said Yeah, let's wait. Let's see
So
what's gonna come down, right? Is that what you heard?
no, so okay, I mean, yeah, I mean, I won't say no to you,
Yeah,
but so this is really bad on NBA. Okay, really, really bad on NBA.
yeah.
So NBA did not give this full information when they're talking about this trade. So what Clippers and Toronto said is that, hey, we're gonna do this trade. Is it okay? So NBA said we're not gonna block the trade. Okay. So then they were like, okay, fine. They're not gonna block the trade, so let's do the trade. They agreed upon. Then the NBA was like, wait, wait, wait. When even though we're not gonna block the trade, the verdict is not out yet. And
Hmm.
once the verdict comes out, and if you end up trading for Kawhi,
It's on
then
you.
it's on you. That's when Toronto was like, okay, hold on then.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I don't. So it's NBA's fault by saying that NBA should have been like, you cannot trade this player yet. Remember like in football, like if it's in like legal situation, they put on the commissioner exempt list. You cannot
yeah, yeah, yeah.
play. This player's on commissioner. So that's where this guy, I'm telling you, man, Adam Silver, dude. I don't know what is he doing, dude. Like he doesn't know how to run this operation or what. Like you, dude, you're supposed to say no. This trade cannot happen right now because he's under investigation. Like any other shit. Like if a player gets arrested for drunk driving or rape charge, that player is not allowed to play until the due process is over. So the same applies to the NBA. This thing is getting investigated. So until it's not fully done, they should have been like, no, this player cannot be traded, cannot be discussed,
Hmm.
and cannot sign an extension. Like you can't do
Right.
anything right now, So I
Yeah,
don't know why NBA even said, yeah, okay, go ahead, we're not gonna block the trade. And then NBA gives them something kind of information a week later saying that, well, look, if whatever comes out of this investigation, then Toronto, you're hold accountable for. Then obviously
yeah,
Toronto will be like, what the hell?
yeah. Why
We're giving
would they want that?
we're giving two. I think they gave 2 first round picks. Like no,
Yeah,
And so yeah, dude, I think NBA really just dropped the ball. Like they just didn't
yeah.
know how to maneuver to this. So
And I just don't know what's taking him so long with this invested. Like, just ask Pablo Torre. He has all the receipts. He knows exactly. I know they're trying to cover up a lot of things. There's a lot of like stuff happening behind doors that they're trying to maybe hide away. But apparently the FBI is on it. So if your boy Cash Patel is on the chase, he'll find something. It's crazy guys will find something. So apparently that's also a big thing because if it was just what I heard from one of the insider was that if it was just the NBA investigating, they probably would have let this trade happen, gone through all the way. But because the FBI is actively involved in this as well, they're like, oh crap, the government's on this too. We just can't let this guy run out of the country essentially.
it is Toronto.
Yeah, go to Toronto where we have no jurisdiction there to indict him if we wanted to. And
Do
which
it.
is why conveniently Kawhi is like, I will only go to Toronto and sign
Yeah,
there. If Mexico had a team, he'd be like, I will only go to Cancun and sign there if I could.
I only signed Toronto, dude. But dude, I'm so mind boggled. Honestly, David Stern, dude. Honestly, if not David Stern, sorry,
And Silver.
Adam Silver. If you wanted to be done with the investigation, could have been done like literally a while ago because Clippers had the 5th pick. Honestly, you cannot
Mm,
find Steve Ballmer any amount of money that's gonna hurt him because this guy is
right.
a billionaire, man, richest owner ever. But you know what's gonna hurt Steve
Yeah, that
Ballmer?
pick would have killed him. Yeah.
5th pick overall in the loaded draft. If they would have said, "Oh,
Yeah.
yo, you guys got lucky in the lottery, but Kawhi thing was illegal. Let's take your pick away." Oh,
Yeah.
that would have hurt Steve Ballmer more than anything, dude. So again, Silver. I mean, David Stern would have done it, but Silver won't do that kind of shit, dude. So
Yeah. So let's see what happens. I don't know when we'll find out. I feel bad for, I got my gritty Dick jersey ready to go and everything with Clippers and just, nope, not going to happen yet. Another, I guess, cap circumvention thing, I don't know if you saw this one too, is Gary Trent Jr. and his 4 year, $64 million contract. You see that?
So people are making a big deal out of this. I don't really think it's a big deal because the Lakers kind of did this. People don't really talk about it because this player is not big, but they kind of did this to Caldwell Pope, right? So
Mm,
we initially signed Caldwell Pope to like a one year deal to get his bird right? To get his bird right, you got to play multiple years for that team, right? A couple of years actually, to get his bird right, and then you can pay him more, right? And so they did that with Pope too. They signed him year after year. That's their 1 year deals, right? So I guess like this was during when Giannis and Dame were there. They need shooters. So Gary Trent, I was surprised he signed for so cheap at the time too. And so
Right.
I guess they had like a handshake deal. It's every handshake deal happens everywhere, right? It's kind of like Chris Paul to Rockets, right? Even though they didn't want to give him that big ass extension at the time, but they had to because it was a handshake deal once he got traded.
Mm.
So the same thing happened with Gary Trent. So they probably told him like, "Hey, sign this small deal for us because we need shooters. Gary Trent's a good shooter. We will take care of you in a couple of years," and that's what ended up happening.
Right.
You got taken care of. And it's not really what Kawhi did. Was this is
Oh
bad?
yeah, for
It's
sure.
not. It's
Not
just
even close.
it's up to the player saying, "Fine, I'll," because all the team came back out, right, saying, "Oh, we're not going to give you that," right? They can easily say, "We're not."
Yeah.
But team had the money and were able to do it because he was under their bird right because he played 2 years in a row, right? So they can go above the cap to go get him, and sign him to that. They can go above the salary cap and aprons, just to get that player, right? So they took care of him in that way, right? But again, any player can do that. Can sign minimum for 2 straight years and sign that big deal again if they want, right? So it's up to you. And so I know they're saying that. I mean, it is a really fishy thing, but he got paid. The player got paid. I mean,
Yeah. No,
the
I
Bucks.
like you said, it happened all the time.
It's done on the
But
paper. It's done. It's legal. Like they didn't pay him under the table. It's done.
right.
Like it was
Yeah.
obvious. It was there. He signed a 1 year deal for like I think like 8 million. Another year he signed another 1 year deal for like 6 million, like that. So it's like
Yeah. It was a 2 year, $7.5 million contract that started last season. And then he opted out and became free agent, and then he signed this 4 year, $64 million. So like, yeah, I know there's like a lot of people are also saying that they're trying to divert like they're making drama for this to divert away from Kawhi's thing, but it's like Kawhi's thing is way worse. His is way
oh, under the
worse.
table.
Yeah,
I was like, hey, Kawhi. Okay, see, this would have been bad if they would have said, okay, Gary Trent, we'll still sign you for like 7 million, but we'll give you the other 15
yeah,
to somewhere
yeah,
else.
yeah.
That's what
We'll make
Kawhi
a
initially
farm
did.
and call
That's
it
what
call it
That's what
GT Farm.
Kawhi did. Basically, he
Yeah,
got more money from somewhere else, like down under the table.
yeah. So we'll see. And then last but not least, in terms of drama news, Bam versus Tyler Hero squaring off. I didn't catch what was the cause of it. Was it just that Hero kind of said you're a little overrated on Bam, like that whole 83-point game or 82-point game was
No,
not
no,
like
no. It wasn't about that game. It was about, I
just
think,
in general?
he made comments that was basically directed to Bam. I think basically saying that your offensive jump shots, you're on the bottom 10 in the NBA.
Hmm.
So it was
Damn.
like all that kind of stuff, right? And I guess Bam wanted to confront him, and boom, just punched him. I guess I don't know how
No
bad.
wonder Hero was on his way out.
I mean, they're good friends, man, in Miami, actually, but like,
Yeah.
but I'm just like,
And
damn.
and Bam, like from the interviews I've seen, and then like some of the stuff, like I know, like some of the podcasts I've seen him in, he seemed like a really nice person. Like he doesn't seem like that hard, aggressive kind of guy. He seems like a very like chill dude. So I'm guessing Tyler Hero just being, kind of like that young kid he is. He probably talked a lot of shit, and then just got his money's worth. Kind of like Jordan Poole, like obviously you would never say that to a loose cannon like Draymond Green, and if you do, you never turn your back on Draymond Green after you say all that crap, and that's what he did, and you got sucker punched for it. So
Which is crazy, though,
I'm sure
man.
it's probably well deserved too, both ways.
But like, the thing is this, right? Did you hear Danny Green on a podcast?
No.
So Danny Green, right? I love what he said, right? They're talking about Milwaukee Bucks and Miami Heat, right? And he thinks Miami Heat's gonna be 10th overall in the East, right? Guess where he put Milwaukee Bucks?
9.
And like, I agree. I've been saying this. This team, the way it's
Oh, yeah, you have.
constructed, like, tell me who the hell's gonna shoot the ball from outside?
Yeah.
You can't
No,
clog the
as
paint.
constructed, this Heat team is screwed. As constructed.
And then when you add LeBron to the Heat team, he can't shoot either. So it's like, I don't know, man. I'll tell you right now, the reason why I agree with Danny Green so much right now, bro, is that I saw it happen with my team, right?
Mhm.
I thought, it'll be fine. We have AD who can shoot. We have some players like, they can shoot. It's okay, LeBron can't shoot and Russell Westbrook can't shoot. It's fine, it'll be taken care of, right? But dude, that's a big deal. Like, if they're no threat to making shots, here,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter who you have, dude. We had AD, LeBron, and Westbrook was in his prime. He wasn't out of his prime, in his
Right.
prime. We had LeBron was the only guy out of his prime playing like a prime, and AD was in his prime, and so the team didn't work out. Still, man, we still couldn't even
Yeah.
make the first year. We didn't make the playoffs. So
Yeah.
I get it. I get what Danny Green's saying. Like, dude, that team, the way it's constructed, can't see it. You know?
Yeah. I agree. I agree. Again, as constructed, this team is not it right now. I know they're still ranked high, maybe just because of the coach, Spo, and all that kind of stuff. But like, and I don't know if you saw this drama with Udonis Haslam and Draymond Green
Well, I saw that.
about
I
you saw
heard
that,
it.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And then about how, like, I think, who was it? Somebody was disrespecting
Jimmy
Spo.
Butler. Jimmy Butler was
Yeah, Jimmy
disrespecting.
Butler, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll do it again if I had to, because you don't go out there and disrespect my coach like that in front of me and all that kind of stuff." And he's like, and obviously Jimmy Butler is Draymond's teammate for now, so yeah, it was really interesting. That's again just more drama.
Because I guess Haslam, or that's his name, right? He was Haslam. Yeah,
Yeah,
he had worse to say when Draymond did this too.
yeah,
Jordan
yeah,
Poole. And he's like, "Well, you're a Miami guy. You better talk the same shit on Bam because he did the same shit I did. Like let's not hide behind this. You had words for me. And
yeah,
so, which is true. Keep apple to apple, right? I mean, one happened during practice, one happened during off season. So it's like it is what it is. Keep it straight. So and on top of that, Miami. The reason I don't think they're even good enough either, because when you want to win a championship, you kind of have to like pay that money. Pay that tax.
hmm
They let the best shooter just walk, and they could have signed him
yeah,
for a big money and go above the apron. Could have signed him. And look, honestly, if they had Norman Powell, I would have felt better about
yeah,
Miami Heat,
yeah,
and they don't, because Norman Powell is actually a threat, man. He can shoot the
yeah.
goddamn lights out of it, and
He can
so.
shoot. Yeah,
I mean, they let him walk, man. I'm just like, come on, what are you doing, dude? You need shooters. That's why Milwaukee Bucks stunk it up when they got Dame Litter, because
yeah,
they gave up Drew Holiday. They gave up. I think Middleton was gone after that. I don't know, man. They just gave up too many
yeah. He
shooters,
was
man.
injured. Yeah,
And so, I mean, you can't. That's what Lakers happened. Lakers, they let go of Caldwell Pope, Caruso, and Kuzma just to get Westbrook.
yeah,
We couldn't regain that, man. So they'll figure. That's why I don't think Miami. They'll beat teams because they'll overpower their stars. They'll have to like play a lot of minutes and just
hmm
overpower them. But I don't see I don't think Miami is gonna be a top 4 team, to be honest with you.
yeah, yeah. No, I agree. I agree.
So
I
that's
don't think
why.
so either. Like, I think just like with Cleveland, like if you look up, you see the Knicks, you see the Sixers, and you see the Celtics. I don't think those teams are really that touchable right now. So, all right. Any other NBA news you want to get into?
No, I'll say everything we covered for NBA, man. We can get into MLB home run derby,
Oh yeah, I missed it. So
dude.
what's happened? What happened with them? The home run derby?
I'm telling you, bro. NBA should really, really, think about doing something about this All-Star game, or All-Star events they have, because no one cares for Saturday events. And I personally, MLB, they tweak a lot of stuff, and they always tweak a lot of stuff. Whoa, actually, sorry, can we go back to NBA? There's
Yeah.
one thing in my agenda.
Oh yeah.
So, what do you think about this new rule they're implementing in the summer league? I like it for summer league. I hate it for the NBA if they do it.
Which one's that? The free throw thing?
Did you hear about this?
No, no, no.
So,
I haven't.
except for the final 2 minutes of the game, if you get foul for 2 shots or 3 shots, you get 1 attempt. So
Is it
you
the 1+1 thing in college, or
no
was
no
it?
no 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 just 1 shot. So for example, if you get fouled at 3-point line while shooting, at 3 free throws, you shoot once and you get 3 points. If you miss it, you don't get no points.
Okay.
So except for the final 2 minutes, then final 2 minutes it goes back to the original rule. If you get fouled, with shooting a 2, then or 2-pointer, then you get 2 free throws, three free
Oh,
throws.
I don't like
I
that,
mean, this,
dude.
this is good for summer league because game goes faster. You don't waste time
Right,
with free
right.
throws. But NBA, I would hate this, dude,
I
because
would hate that.
you know why? Because free throws for people who are not good at free throws are already 50-50. They shoot it hoping it goes in. So you're telling me those people are going to benefit the most because they only got to make one. It's like,
Yeah.
well, so like, what do you? So
You're
yeah,
gonna get a bunch of hacks everywhere. Like Hackam Mitchell Robinson will be a thing. So poor Celtics he'll never be able to step foot. LeBron's also an iffy free throw shooter, so he'll probably miss one. So it's like I
they'll
don't I
never
don't
get
like
points.
that.
Yeah, so hopefully they don't
Yeah,
implement that. That's what they
yeah,
did in
that's
summer league. Summer league is good because it's good. Games goes really fast, which is great.
yeah.
That's good. I like that
I
rule.
feel like now that with NBA, it's it's a faster league. I feel like the games are much faster, right?
Yeah, yeah.
In my opinion, I think just because everyone's shooting 3 pointers, there's not a lot of fouls, there's not a lot of defensive play. Everyone's just shooting back when they're running back and
Oh
forth. It's
yeah,
cardio.
the Mike D'Antoni offense.
I don't think they need to worry about speeding it up by any means. Unlike MLB, like that was a very positive change. They sped up the hell out of the baseball
Pitch
games.
clock.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I
So
think NBA is fine.
yeah. MLB, yeah, so MLB tweaks a lot of stuff. So going into MLB, so home run derby, right? Like this year they came out with a new rule, right? You get 10 balls, right? So basically, actually, I hate that when they say it like that. It's not really 10 balls. It's like every time you hit the ball, it counts as a ball, you know? So it
Mm-hmm.
could be a home run or it doesn't be a home run. So every time the ball hits a bat counts as a ball. So you get 10 of those.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the last ball being, those charity balls, which is golden ball, right? And so if you hit a home run, you continually get that until you don't make a home run. Then
Mm.
it runs out, So today, there were two Philly players in it, right? Bryce Harper, he was in it because he was in Philly. This is taking place in Philadelphia.
Mm.
So he had to play because he plays for Philly. And then Schober, right? The main guy. He's a home run hitter.
Yeah.
And so he made it to the finals against this guy from Cardinals named Jordan Walker, right? And and so Schober, I think hits 11 if I'm not mistaken, right? 11 home runs in the finals, and then this guy Jordan Walker, right? He's getting booed every time the home run. No, he gets cheers when he doesn't hit a home run. Like the crowd goes crazy, ballistic, right?
Right.
And so he has he has 8 home runs with 1 ball left,
Mm.
right? And so that last ball is a charity ball. So obviously, anytime you hit a home run, it continues. So he doesn't even because what happens in the other 9 balls, if you only hit a home run, it counts as a ball. So it doesn't
Mm.
matter.
Mm-hmm.
So the last one, he has to basically go perfect. He cannot miss it. And again, this is in Philly. So with 1 ball left, and you need 3 to tie, 4 to win. The chances is looking good that the hometown hero is going to win. Schober, right?
Right.
This guy has 4 straight home runs
Oh my god.
and takes the title, dude. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
If you get a
Four
chance, man,
straight.
if you get a chance, just watch the finals if you can.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And like the thing was this, I was glued on to this, home run derby. I love home run derbies. MLB does great. It's not like basketball where they have to put 3 different events, skill
Yeah.
competition, 3 point, and slam dunk, right? MLB does it great. Just home run derby and enjoy that shit. That's it.
Mm.
And so I just loved it, man. Dude, I'm telling you, they're gonna get so much like high viewership because of that. Is because like it makes you want to watch it, right? And
Yeah.
so yeah, man, I loved it, dude. You
That's
should go
insane.
watch it, man. The finals, it'll be
Yeah.
great.
I'll check it out. Yeah. That's insane. That's clutching up like crazy, but especially against the home crowd. That is insane.
I don't know, but you gotta watch that final round, bro. You have to tap. It's like nothing. If you don't do anything in the next few days, just watch that final round, dude. It was the greatest. People are talking about this. Like the guy had 1 ball left, 4 home runs.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, man.
All right. Well, any anything else you want to go over NFL wise? You good?
NFL. I mean, I do want to go over
Yeah. Yeah.
two things. So there was a picture of Mr. Aaron Donald
Oh yeah. Yeah. Working out.
walking out of a Rams facility. Look, I'm
Is it
convinced
gonna happen?
it's gonna happen. I'm convinced it's coming back. If it was any year for him to come back and be worth the while, it's for 2 reasons. One is that Myles Garrett, the best defensive player, is there. All right, and second, the Super Bowl is in LA. If it was
Yeah.
any year that he wants to come back, it'll be this one. And I would love the living life out of Aaron Donald on one end, Myles Garrett on the one end, dude. How you as a defensive lineman? How are you going to stop? You already got to double one of them.
Yeah.
How are you gonna double both of them? And then you're gonna have other players be open to go tackle your. Bro, I would love. I just want to see that. That's the thing. Like honestly, this will. If Aaron Donald comes back with Myles Garrett there, Fearsome Foursome is back, bro. For the Rams, like they were called Fearsome Foursome back in the '80s or '90s or
Mm.
whatever. I don't know if you heard of that, but Fearsome Foursomes are back, man. Like I don't know how you're gonna stop that, dude.
Do you? he would come back. You think he come back for like a season or two, or like how long if you would just one season?
One and done. One and done.
But would you want to? So like the way he left, right? He left out on top. He was still the best defensive player. I think he had just come off of winning defensive player of the year, then he retired. So you kind of leave at the height of your prime.
We
And
never
you're
get
like, peace, I'm done. I did everything I want. I
this is
got my championship the year before. I got my defensive player of the year. Later, guys. Would you and then you come back just because you're trying to ring chase? Does that affect someone's legacy at all or no?
no, because it's not really considered ring chasing for going back to your team, but at the
Come
same time,
on. You know it's ring chasing. Don't BS me, man.
look,
You get the best defensive player, Miles Garrett. You have the MVP quarterback, and you're saying they're not ring chasing. I mean, you're not saying he won't be ring chasing.
okay, fine, he's being ring chasing. I'm fine. But look, dude, honestly, I'll tell you right now. I think we'll make him come back. Is it'll be in his mind till he dies. It's gonna be the biggest what if in his mind.
What if?
What
What?
like what if mean like I could have played with one of the top defensive player too. You know, like that lineup, like it's
Which
not
is
like
him. He
no,
was
he
Miles
was,
Garrett
but right
before
now,
Miles Garrett
currently in
was.
the game is Miles Garrett, right? And so he's gonna be like, man, because technically Aaron Donald would be still playing, right? If he didn't retire, if he would
Yeah,
still
of
be
course.
playing with the Rams, and so he'll be thinking like, damn, man, if I don't come back, especially Super Bowl being in LA, obviously it is ring chasing, but like, dude, you have the MVP quarterback. You have, if not for JSN, you have the best offensive player, which is Kuka, and then you have the defensive player in Miles Garrett. And imagine him, like that'll be the one of the
I
most all
just
star studded team ever, dude. To be honest with you,
Yeah. No, I get you. For sure, on paper, like that is a crazy team to think about. But I just think there's so much to lose in terms of your legacy. Like, granted, yes, if they win, it looks great. But if they lose, and this is the only year he's gonna play, it'd be like you did all
the
that.
thing is this, the pressure's already on the Rams. Like after doing all this, right? Like
Yeah, yeah, of
the
course.
pressure is even crazy.
But
Even
it'd
there.
be worse on Aaron Donald because you come out of retirement after you had a very historic walk away from the league. Like everyone said, they didn't want Aaron Donald to leave, but he left out as the best defensive player, at that time, and he left. So like that is understandable, and you everyone give him flowers for that, right? Even myself, right? But now I think if he comes back just to win, and if you don't win, like they'd be like, "Yo, what was that about? What are we doing here? This is like Jordan going to the Wizards. Like, what are you thinking, man?"
It can't be Jordan.
Except Jordan took a way longer hiatus.
I would want to see that, man.
I
Both
mean,
on the sides, dude.
it'll be must see TV. Don't get me wrong, it'll be must see TV. I'm just thinking of Aaron Donald's legacy. Not as a fan, I would love it. I would love to watch one side Aaron Donald, the other side Miles Garrett. Like, I don't care what quarterback is out there, they'd be shitting their pants. They'd be like, what is the point of snapping the ball? They're gonna come right away. So like,
If okay, let me ask you this: if Aaron Donald comes back, you think they can do what Patriots couldn't do?
which team?
Patriots, what they couldn't
No,
do?
no,
The 16-0.
oh, no.
They
They
did.
can't.
They didn't win the championship. But I'm just saying that's the thing they didn't do. But I would say, how do you beat Rams?
They're no, they you as a Patriot fan, you never want that. I never want any team to go undefeated.
I know, but
It is the worst curse.
I know, because you do undefeated, you lose one.
It is the worst curse in the world, man. So that's why even it wasn't a Kansas City lost that one last game. I remember I think Peyton Manning could have gone undefeated. He lost, like the last couple of games, whatever. Just don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't try to go 18, 19 and 0. It's not worth it. And the team that did go undefeated the whole season, they had the easiest record in the league. So that's also, and I don't think the Rams are going to have an easy record by any means.
Yeah,
So
true.
I mean, again, I don't think they would be able to go undefeated.
Yeah. I just think NFC is so hard to win, especially NFC West is really hard to win.
Especially your division, dude. Your division is
You play Seattle twice.
You have Super Bowl champ.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, any given Sundays, Seattle comes up on top. Sam Darnold woke up against in the freaking playoffs and was not scared shitless against you guys.
I hate when you use that word. You have the Super Bowl champs. I hate. It hurts. It hurts me so much when you say that kind of bullshit to me right there, bro. Like, can't have you say
It's the
that.
truth. You guys could have been
You don't
if
have to. You
you
don't have to add that. And I just said we have the toughest division with Seattle and Niners. And you're like, yeah, dude. You
you
have the
got the
Super Bowl champ.
champs.
I hate you for that, bro. You not know like what happened to us last year, bro. Like I'm still not over it, man. So like, gosh,
You had it, dude. You had that was your
dude,
year.
don't even
That
remind
was
me.
your guys' year.
Don't even remind me, Travis.
But again, I for his legacy purposes, I hope he doesn't come back. But as a fan, it'd be freaking awesome to watch that, dude. It should be like so much fun to watch.
But yeah,
So two of the best possible defenders of the league history being the same team, kind of in their prime. I still think Aaron Donald is still that guy. I don't think he's like washed by any means.
yeah,
He's still that dude.
yeah.
You
I
know.
get it.
Let's see, man. Let's see. And then last one I think we had was Seahawks sold for 9 million. The Super Bowl champs.
Guess by who? Who was the owner?
What was that? I didn't
Punjabi,
see it.
bro. Punjabi guy. I don't know if it's Punjabi, but he's Indian though. Yeah, I think he's
Okay,
Indian.
say Diljit.
Imagine, dude. But yeah, dude, 9 billion, dude. Is it 9.6 billion? Yeah, accurately, or 9
Damn.
point four. But yeah, man, they really,
Vinod Koshla.
yeah,
Oh,
man,
he's a brown baller.
yeah, dude. I mean, I wanted to go over this really quick. We have a few
Yeah.
minutes left. So I found something. Since they got sold for $9 billion, right? Where is it? Here we go. So in 1920, how much was Chicago Bears sold for?
1920. What was it like $10,000 back then?
$100.
$100. Oh,
All right, let's take it up a little notch for you. Your team, the Pats. Robert Kraft bought it in '94.
I heard it's a bargain. No,
Yeah, it was a bar. I mean, it's still kind of bargain, but guess how much he bought it for?
2 million, 3 million.
No, come on, it has to be higher than that. We're talking '94,
Yeah, but
not 2 or 3 million. Come on, that's
50 million.
172 million, right?
Damn, that's actually that bargain. I guess it is bargain. Yeah, yeah. Because at that time the franchises were worth about a
No,
billion, right?
yeah, more about no, not a billion yet, dude. I'm not 94. And then think about this spike right here, man. Jaguars were the last team that were bought in 2012, right? By the Middle Eastern dude, right? For $760 million, right? After that, it got shot up. Browns got sold for 1 billion. Bills got sold for 1.4 billion, man. Like holy shit. So
Damn.
do you know the differential from 2014, which was sold for 1.4 billion by the Bills? The next team that was sold 4 years later, how much do you think it went up? Just take a guess.
5 times, like 6 billion,
Two
probably
point two billion, bro. It went from 1.4 to 2.2 billion.
2.2. Yeah,
That's crazy spike right there, man. Oh my god, damn. The whole yeah, man, it's insane, dude. And then yeah, dude, I don't know, bro.
I mean 9.6 billion is crazy. That's insane.
It's insane, bro.
How much is like who? I mean, I guess probably the Cowboys, right? They're probably the most expensive team.
Oh yeah. Do you know what?
How much do you think they would go for?
Right now?
Yeah, Cowboys.
15.
15.
Yeah. You know why I say 15?
Why?
Because Lakers got sold for 10.
Oh yeah.
And by the way, Lakers still are the highest purchased team so far.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you two teams that I think will go for higher than Lakers if they ever got onto the market. It's the Cowboys and the New York Knicks.
Yeah. The Knicks, yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
The Knicks can easily go for like 15 billion, dude. Like literally.
Yeah. But Cowboys will be a mass. I mean, not again. Jerry Jones will probably have to
because he made that whole thing the American team, right?
Yeah. What was Mark Cuban's turnaround? I remember he bought the Mavericks for cheap too.
Oh yeah, he bought it. Like he bought it for like this.
300 million?
He bought it for like 300 million or something, and he sold it for like I think like 2 billion. I think.
Yeah.
2 or 3 billion or something. And now he wanted to buy it back. Okay, dude.
All right. Damn, that's freaking crazy. Oh, apparently they're saying that he's not guaranteeing that the Seahawks won't move. Interesting. I mean, I don't know why you would leave Seattle. Like the Seahawks fans are pretty crazy.
Loyal. They're loyal, man. Where would you take it to? I don't get it.
Why would you? Yeah, exactly.
It's stupid.
I go to the Mumbai. What do you call them?
Mumbai rickshaws.
Pigeons.
Mumbai rickshaws.
Mumbai rickshaws. All right. Oh,
Until
Let's
then,
end it there.
yes, sir.
Until then, Ramble, we are out.